Hello and welcome to the Sacred Gates Ascension podcast. My name is Ilura, and today in this beautiful garden that I am in with many birds singing, I wanted to create a video that talks about letting go, because letting go is so important. And I think out of all the skills that I have learned and am still learning and still developing, letting go is absolutely the most important of all the skills. Because when you can't let go, you fill up and you get very full, and your karma gets heavy, your muscles get heavy, your emotions get crystallized. It's hard to let go of memories and regrets, and there's a lot of suffering in life, and if we can't let go, we really are just holding on. So that feeling of when you go shopping and you're holding bags and finally get home and you put them down and it feels so good to let those bags go. That's what it feels like mentally, energetically, and physically in other parts of your body. And to be honest, out there, before I learned this technique and the principles, the true mechanics and principles of letting go, I'd never found anything on the internet that really, I didn't find anything in books particularly, or on the internet, or in friends or other people I knew, that really could explain it in the way that I'm going to explain it for you. And it needs to be tangible, it needs to be mechanical, it needs to be something that we can rely on, so that we are able to depend on it and it's real. It's not just something that's a concept up in our mind, it's not something that we just connect to intellectually. It needs to be something that we can really get our hands on. It can't just be words, and it can't just be the imagination. It can't be something that happens and works. Sometimes it needs to be mechanically sound in order for it to be really letting go. Because letting go is really a verb. It's an action, and it can be an action both mentally with our thoughts, for thoughts are substance, they are thought forms. When we feel heavy with thought, when our head feels full, we literally feel like our head is full, Sometimes people even take a Panadol or some kind of Tylenol to help them with their headache or with that pressurized feeling in the head. And I know that a lot of people are in lockdown right now, and a lot of us are feeling very full of ourselves, full of just being around ourselves all the time. We're not having those normal external release valves. And so knowing how to let go at this time is also extremely valuable. Physically also, we need to learn how to let go so that we're able to release tension in our shoulders, tension in our jaw, tension in our eyes, tension in our head, in our upper dantian, tension in the quads, tension in the spine. Often we hold our spine and we can press it, and all those vertebrae get compressed in a bad way. So we want to be able to let go also physically as well. So I just wanted to talk about that and to look at how letting go, the mechanics of letting go, really comes down to the feeling from tension to relaxation. So when we're in a tense state, we are holding on, literally and mentally, and when we let go, we experience a release. So I want you to do a little technique with me now, which is not only going to kind of remind you and help you to clearly see that holding on to tension doesn't feel as good as letting go, which is a good thing to remind ourselves of, but it's also just going to show you how basic this really is, and it's just a matter of practicing letting go both physically and mentally, emotionally, of substance of tension. Yeah. So I want you to take a fist, and you're going to really squeeze your fist really, really tight. Now, it doesn't feel great doing this. It's not terrible though, it doesn't really hurt, it's okay. But you can just notice that it doesn't feel that great. And what we're going to do now is just hold it. And I want you to really observe sensation, so really to observe and notice here. So what I want you to do is keep holding it while I'm talking. And when you release your hand, I want you to just really observe that feeling of fading out, fading away, that the tension is fading into relaxation, that the relaxation is allowing the tension to dissolve. So it's holding and now release. Can you feel the little fibers and threads of tension being dissolved through the substance of relaxation. Yeah. So your hand is very different now. Now, one thing I want to point out is sometimes when you're learning something new like this, and you're really observing and you're wanting to understand it, quite often people will be looking for something that is way more mysterious than what I'm actually talking about, or teachers of these kinds of techniques are talking about. And that sometimes people will be like, many students will often say things like, but I didn't feel anything, or I don't think I got it, or this isn't really working. And often what that is that they're just looking for something that's like kind of amazing, or like kind of really mysterious. Unfortunately, the spiritual mainstream has coded things in a lot of mystery, but that doesn't really help us when we're trying to really learn an actual technique to literally help change our lives from not so good to really good. We really want the mechanics. So there's nothing really unique, as in there's nothing really mysterious going on here at all. We're literally looking at forces at work, tension, relaxation, yeah, holding, release, yeah, contraction, dissolution, okay, and through that dissolution, the relaxation process, the tension fades away. It's very, very basic. So do it again with me and see if you can just be happy with like just literally just observing what's like literally happening mechanically in your body. It's very much there. Whether you can feel it or not, it is happening, and it's just whether or not you can observe it. And you want to just be able to observe sensation. So all you're doing is feeling. Hold my fist, hold your fist. And relax your fist. You can keep it closed a little bit like this, but relaxed, or you can just open it and then observe from there. There's more and more happening. Feel the knuckles, the palm, and feel everything softening and expanding out. Do it again. Tension. And now observe the mechanics of letting go. Yeah, observe the mechanics of that fading from tension to relaxation. Observe for that fading feeling. Fading feeling. Good. Excellent. Try that several times more in your own time. And this is really helping us to see that our physical body can experience letting go at a very physical level. Now what we're going to do is we're going to observe now our thoughts, the substances of our mind, the mind substance, which is full of different substances, different thoughts and emotions. And now we're going to observe our mind, our thoughts fading away. Now this is also what we really want when we're feeling stressed, when we're feeling upset, when we're feeling like we're hooking into our emotions and we're really struggling with getting attached to our reactions to them. We want to be able to let them go. My gosh, and they want to be let go of too. Emotions are simply energy in motion. They want to flow through us. So let's take a look at this now. So what I want you to do is just to close your eyes. And the first gateway for us to move through is simply the gateway of observing. We just want to notice, witness, observe the mind stream. So close your eyes with me now, softly, gently closing the eyes, tilting the chin down slightly, and just observe the stream of thoughts passing through your awareness. Just observe the sensations. Sometimes it might be like a buzzing or flashing like lights or particles or shapes or forms behind the eyelids. You might just feel different like areas of your mind taking you to different areas of tension in your skull. You might actually have words and thoughts that you can hear. It might just be like a buzz of just on and on and on thoughts streaming through. Just observe it, reality as it is, your mind stream as it is. So first we're just observing, and just notice that the thoughts are continually moving like a stream. They are arising and they're also passing away. This is not something that you can think about. Just notice that things are always changing, that's all. Just notice that you can't really grab onto your thoughts. It's a bit like a rainbow, you know. It's just like you can't grab it, it's already going. As new ones are arising, others are passing away. This is the mind stream. Now, the same we did as our fist, holding the fist and then releasing tension. We inclined our mind when we were doing that. It was very tangible and really noticeable, very physical. We noticed that fading away feeling. Now I want you to incline your mind now, with your eyes closed, to observing that fading away feeling in your mind, in your thought stream. It'll help to also soften your jaw and your eyes and your face. Just let your face go. And just notice that fading away feeling of your thoughts, of your mind, of your consciousness, your awareness. It really just goes on and on and on and on, fading. Follow that fading outline. There are lots of ways of referring to that which is fading away, that which is always impermanent. And I've also referred to it as falling up into the light. It's also can be referred to like going with those higher frequencies, those lighter frequencies, allowing the mind to follow those and go with those and open continually into and through those. Okay? So there's lots of different ways. You can also talk about it as like feathering off the edges of thoughts, feathering off the mind tension. Yeah? So there's many ways that we can relate to this. So I think it's really important to find the terminology that works for you. You may have more than one terminology. You may have one that already really just works for you. You may find that one way of talking about this or use of words may work for you in one moment, and another may work for you better in another kind of strung out moment when you really need to apply that letting go. So, make sure that you're observing yourself in general as much as possible. This will allow you to give yourself a lot of space, and we'll do a video on that soon around your personality and your higher self. I'll do a video on that very soon about that. But you want to make sure you're observing as much as possible, and that you are also observing that feeling of fading away. Now, let's combine now, for the end of this video, the physical letting go, the mechanics of letting go, and the mental letting go. Okay, so close your eyes. You don't have to make a fist. Just place your hands somewhere comfortable on your body. Resting in your body. And now allow yourself to observe your body and relax all of your joints. Relax your lower back. Relax your jaw. Let your tailbone just relax down. So there's a letting go in your joints. There's a substance of letting go in your joints. I invite you just to explore that now. And you're exploring that also with your mind. So you're also feeling that fading out feeling occurring in the joints and in your mind. Wherever you are in your body, mind, just continually follow that fading out feeling. So the mechanics of letting go are processing you right now. It's a physical, real, undeniable experience. It takes practice, yet it's very, very simple and easy when you let your mind or intellect stop trying to figure it out and do it. Just allow your body to show you, and also to apply that to the mind stream as well. So let's do a little bit more now. Continue to let go through your body. So anywhere you feel tension, observe the fading from tension to relaxation, relaxing the face and allowing your mind to follow that fading out feeling. Your body's becoming transparent, soft, open and transparent. Anywhere you're not feeling that spaciousness, that fading out feeling, bring your awareness there and follow the fading out in that area. Till your whole body, your entire body is feeling that fading out feeling continually. For time is always moving and changing. It's completely impermanent. It's not static or still. And you're allowing yourself to move through time, or for time to move through you. That's probably one of the most important videos I've done, because it really is an incredibly powerful tool. And you know how life is in the mind and our emotions. We can really create a lot of misery and suffering by not knowing how to let go. So I've just taught you how to let go, and it's your job now, if you wish, to experience that more and more and more, and allow yourself to unstuck yourself, to get yourself moving. So continue to observe yourself, keep it going. Thanks for listening. Bye bye now.